This evening, we have the honor of recognizing some of our district's most outstanding students and JCPS for another exemplary accomplishment. We began with the recognition and student demonstration of learning from Seneca High School students, Ideen Sabic, Andy Alavia, and Azaria Frazier to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the 1954 Supreme Court case Brown versus Board of Education. May 17 marked the 60th anniversary of the landmark 1954 case, which declared the establishment of separate public schools for black and white students unconstitutional. The Supreme Court ruled that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal and that racial segregation of public schools violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Ideen, Andy, and Azaria are students of Seneca High School's pre-law program, which is a career and technical education program designed to prepare students for legal careers by teaching them how to read statutes and cases, how to apply these laws to various sets of facts, and how to advocate for a client in court. The program emphasizes legal reading, writing, research, and oral advocacy skills. The program is composed of 4 courses: Introduction to Law, Criminal Law and Procedures, Civil Law and Procedure, and Advanced Legal Advocacy. The students are taught by 2 experienced attorneys, Justin Cornell and Emily Fritz. Justin practiced with Frost Brown Todd in the area of corporate law, and Emily practiced with Densmore and Scholl, formerly Woodward, Hobson, and Fulton in the area of personal injury litigation. Tonight, the students will present and share a brief demonstration of the Brown versus Board of Education's. Students, come forward to begin your presentation.
One of the most famous cases in American history, Brown versus Board of Education, started with an elementary school girl, Linda Brown. Even though Sumner School was closest to Linda's house, Linda had to attend Monroe School for African American children. The Sumner School was for white children only. It was the 1950s, and Kansas law allowed local school boards to establish segregated elementary schools. With the help of attorney Thurgood Marshall, Linda Brown and her family sued the local school board. Children in other states faced the same problems. So when Linda Brown took her case to the Supreme Court, the court struck down the laws allowing segregated schools. The justices said that separate is not equal. They ruled that laws segregating students by race were unconstitutional. Today, we'll hear a little more about attorney Thurgood Marshall and U.S. Supreme Court Justice Worrell Erin.
The first time Thurgood Marshall saw the Constitution was when he was forced to read it as a punishment for playing a prank in school. This was simply designed to teach him not to pull pranks, but it instead inspired him to become a lawyer. Marshall worked for the NAACP, fighting against discrimination, and he successfully argued many cases before the Supreme Court. Eventually, Marshall became the first African American justice to serve on the Supreme Court. The following is a portion of Marshall's argument in the case of the Supreme Court case of Brown versus Board of Education. I got the feeling when I heard the discussion in this court yesterday that when you put a white child in a school full of African American children, the white child will fall to pieces. Everybody knows that's not true. Those same kids, they play in the streets together, they play in their farms together, they go down the road together, but then they separate when they go to school. They come out of school and play ball together, but then they have to be separated in school. There must be some magic to it. You can have them live in the same neighborhoods, you can have them going to the same state universities and colleges, but if they go to elementary and high school together, the world will fall to pieces. Everybody knows that's not true.
During the Brown versus Board of Education arguments, Earl Warren was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. After hearing the case, all 9 justices decided that segregation was not legal. The following is a portion of the court's decision written by Chief Justice Warren. To separate grade school children solely because of their race generates a feeling of inferiority as to their status in the community. This may affect their hearts and minds in a way unlikely ever to be undone. Segregation of white children and African American children in public schools has a detrimental effect upon the African American children. The impact is greater when it has the approval of the law, for the policy of separating the races is interpreted as indicating the inferiority of the African American group. A sense of inferiority affects the motivation of a child to learn. Segregation with the approval of law, therefore, has a tendency to stifle the educational and mental development of African American children and to deprive them of some of the benefits they will receive in a racially integrated school system. We conclude that in the field of public education, the doctrine of separate but equal has no place. Separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. Monday, May 17th marked the 60th anniversary of this important decision, which helped to ensure that every student in America receives an equal education.
Does the board have any questions for us?
I just want to thank you for your great comments and great reading of this very important text. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you very much.
Board Vice Chair David Jones Jr., please come forward to thank the student scholars and champions for their excellent presentation. Joining in the recognition are their teachers Justin Cornell and Emily Fritz, and Principal Kim Harbolt. And at this time, we'd like to ask the very proud parents to stand. Students, please join your principal and board member. Next, we have the pleasure of recognizing the Jefferson County Public School District Multicultural Teacher Recruitment Program State and National Future Educators Association Conference Competition winners. More than 15 JCPS middle and high school students participated in and won at the state FEA competition, which qualified them to compete at the 25th Annual National FEA Conference Competition held in Minneapolis in April. District students competed against students from across the nation in essay writing, impromptu speaking, job application, ethical dilemma, energy education, lesson planning and delivery, leadership, public speaking, exploring professional support and service careers, and exploring educational administrative careers. O.C. Holland, a senior at Southern High School, was elected to serve as a 2014-15 FEA National Student Officer. Raven Jackson, a student at Southern High School, and Nini Trung, a student at Atherton High School, won first place and third place honors respectively in the National FEA Conference competition. The FEA competitions are a teaching and learning experience for students to help them develop their knowledge and skills and to help prepare them for the education profession. Board Vice Chair David Jones Jr., please come forward to extend congratulations to Atherton High School students Nini Trung and Abigail Woodard. Joining in the recognition is their principal, Dr. Thomas Aberly, sponsors Willie Rode and Tammy Yao. Mr. Jones, please congratulate Seneca High School students Haley Logston, Sandra Koppel, Alice Palayo, and Sierra Watson. Joining in the recognition is their teacher sponsor, Adrian Lane, and Principal Kim Harbolt. Board member Linda Duncan, please come forward to congratulate Knight Middle School students, Suda Kayalat and Kiara Lukes. Joining in the recognition is their sponsor, Dalton Holt, and Principal Catherine Gibbs. Ms. Duncan, please congratulate students Alan Nagawa, Trina Steig, and Jamie Smith. Joining in the recognition is their principal, Mr. Bryce Hibbard, and sponsor, Sarah Wiley. Finally, we are extremely proud and honored to recognize the Jefferson County Public School District for achieving national accreditation from the Advanced Ed Accreditation Commission. The accreditation is awarded through a rigorous process that involves research-based processes for evaluating a school system's organizational effectiveness and its ability to effectively drive student performance and continuous improvement in education. The process evaluates the school system on how well all parts, the district's, the schools, the classroom programs, community stakeholders work together to meet the need of all its students. Superintendent Donna Hargan says the accreditation gives JCPS a nationally recognized mark of quality. It demonstrates to our community our commitment to excellence, our openness to external review and feedback, and our desire to be the best we can be on behalf of the students we serve. System accreditation provides an effective means by which to systemize and maximize district improvement efforts, and it recognizes that there is a lot more involved in increasing student achievement and improving instruction. Tonight, Mr. Jerry Cooper, Advanced Ed Kentucky Director, will present the district accreditation plaque to the Jefferson County Board of Education. This plaque signifies that the district has been accredited by Advanced Ed, a global leader in advancing education through accreditation and school improvement. Mr. Cooper, please come forward.
Dr. Hargens, members of the Board of Education, it's an honor to be here this evening to recognize Jefferson County Public Schools as an Advanced Ed District accredited school system. Under the direction of Dr. Hargens and the board, and in collaboration with system and school leaders, teachers, students, and community leaders, you have once again proven your commitment to the students of the Jefferson County Public Schools by committing to accreditation and a continuous improvement process based on a set of rigorous, internationally recognized standards. Congratulations, and we look forward to working with you in the future.